And lo, there came a day when the universes reached a point of convergence and conflagration, when all heroes, villains, and characters of note were spirited away by powers beyond reckoning, when the preeminence and realities of the cosmos would be decided not by might, not by mind, but by their merits in fashion. From the blue area of thy moon, whereupon I bear witness to all events of grand significance in this quadrant of the unfolding cosmos, I, Uatu the Watcher, have been transported thusly that I might lend lofty and impartial oversight. You know, I really just can't do this. I'm sorry. Emerald City Comic Con really wanted me to come down and speak in what they assumed was the Watcher voice. Can I make a confession? Some of you might not know because you don't read Marvel comics. Shame on you. I'm a Uatu. I'm a Watcher. And I love Stan Lee, don't get me wrong. But the man writes a little overly melodramatic. I really don't sit up there on the moon speaking as if I was scripted by someone still did like George Lucas. You know it's true. I've been watching Earth 616 for the last, I don't know, 50 to 100 years. Why would I still be speaking in some faux Victorian bastardized speech? So we're going to drop the act tonight. I may not be what you expected. I get this sometimes. You don't know what it's like going through life and the first thing people say to you, thanks to Jack Kirby and John Byrne, man, you know, I really thought your head would be bigger. Actually, some of you know what that's like. First of all, the comic panel adds 10 pounds, at least to a Watcher's head. It adds 10 pounds to the ladies. We won't discuss where. But anyway, it's not the size of a Watcher's head that matters, it's how he watches with it. And I have been watching you. I transported over from Earth 616. Thought I'd check out you guys for about the last week in preparation for Emerald City Comic Con. And I think I understand, after all this time, I understand why you love what you love. Whether it's superheroes or supervillains. Whether it's science fiction or first-person shooters. Whether it's fantasy or the Fantastic Four, Hellblazer or Homestuck. I get it. Your Earth isn't very interesting. I mean, there's been some interesting points. J.J. Abrams talks in his sleep. You actually have figured out who John Harrison is. Your affection and your devotion for characters throughout all of these different fantasies is astounding to behold. Some of you are a beauty to watch. Some of you, less so. For instance, you right over there, moving up through the line. No, excuse me, my boyfriend's up there. No, excuse me, my boyfriend's up there. No, you're cutting in line and you don't have a boyfriend. All right? And you, in the bathroom with your copy of Catwoman #2, shameful. Don't get me wrong, I am not judging what you were doing in there. I'm judging the fact that later you were texting about how much you hate the new 52. Same hand. But most of you still in love with comics, after all the retcons, all the reboots, all the relentless killings of Robins, the new universes and the new 52s, how every character in the history of my universe, the Marvel universe, has been killed and resurrected at least 14 times except poor Gwen Stacy and Captain Marvel. And how you wish all the characters would die on The Walking Dead except Daryl.
He's my boyfriend!
Congratulations. It's a joy to celebrate your shared passions, and tonight for cosplay and art. But my professionalism has been called into question tonight. It seems because I hail from the Marvel Universe, and there's occasionally an accusation that I'm not always impartial, indifferent, and don't involve myself in significant events, that I am not impartial, and that as an MC, somehow I might influence things. So I've been asked to bring in a non-Marvel co-host for the evening. Thank you. So to that end, what we've done is we have summoned someone who hopefully will add a different sector, time, space to the proceedings.
Hey, I'm the doctor. This was supposed to be the Scottish Utensil Festival, and I was going to be trying to work on this accent here.
This is not Scotland. This is Seattle, 2013.
2013, not 20. Right, so what are we doing here then?
Do you still need to talk in that Scottish accent then?
Right. This is my American accent. we should go to the discotheque.
Is there anybody Scottish in the audience?
Any Scots here? No. Woo! Right, so...
All right, you can get your practice in.
Is that right?
Woo!
Doctor, I've summoned you here because, well, do you remember the Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Ah, poor Flash.
The Infinity War?
I believe so.
Infinity Crisis?
Yes, it was...
Secret Wars?
Yes.
Final Crisis?
That was another one. Yes.
Civil War?
Probably.
Biological Meta Crisis?
Personally, yes.
Well, this is nothing like any of these things.
Okay.
It's the Secret Crisis on Infinite Costumes War. Do you have some hosting abilities that you want to share with us tonight?
Sure. Probably. What? Yes.
That looks good.
Thank you.
Some of the greatest cosmic, multidimensional powers across the multiverse have decided that our universes will be weighed and balanced based on their merits and fashion.
So, wait, somebody's snapping up all the characters. Are you sure it's just not Disney?
So, here's what's going to happen. Our cosplaying Philippine fans backstage will model what they believe represents the best our universes have to offer, and help our judges decide who will go down to face the cross-dimensional tribunal and represent us in the final fashion showdown.
That sounds nice. So if we're not the judges, then who is?
We have for us 3 judges tonight who represent both creativity and costume. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring our first judges to the stage. Some of you might know them as the creators of something legendary called ElfQuest. Wendy and Richard Meany. They're going to be lending 2 of our judging roles this evening, so let's give them a hand and go ahead and let them take their seats. And we also have someone who I probably don't need to introduce to this crowd, a costume designer, model, and cosplayer. Let's welcome Yaya Han. You guys think they have the creativity and the eye to judge for us this evening? Let's give them a round. All right. This is just a taste of what we've got for you this evening. So the question is, do you guys want to see the best in each category? Then you need to cheer for these folks, and in fact, who else is dressed up? I know we had a lot of people who didn't participate but wanted to come and attend, who were also dressed up for the festivities this evening. You want to go ahead and stand up?
At least you can do it.
Let's go ahead and have you guys stand up. You can go ahead and join the audience, except the lovely Zatanna. We're going to keep her up here because we need someone to act as our Vanna White this evening and help contestants on and off the stage hand out our awards. So give it up for Zatanna, everybody. Is your mic working? Do you have something to say?
Sorry, Marklu!
I think she just cast a spell on you.
You're all screwed. And I think we also have someone who, for our trivia portion, is going to be walking around with a roaming mic. Who did we actually get for that this evening? Oh, hey, Felicia.
Hey.
Hey, about that whole watching you in the shower thing, I just kind of wanted to say,
Yeah.
we won't talk about it now.
Since when is taking a shower significant event?
Guys? All right, we're not going to waste any more time, and I'm not going to be impartial, so we're not going to start with the Marvel Universe. Let's go ahead and start with my distinguished competition, DC Comics.